Hello. Welcome to, I don't really know what to say. Today, with the opening of Virginia Canyon on May 9th, which is just a handful of weeks away, I figured I'd go ahead and give a full tour of every downhill trail they have to offer. Right now, we're going up to go ride one of the trails. I don't remember what it's called, but you'll see. The lift is running. Pretty stoked. Should be hype. All right, for the first trail, this was also, as far as I know, one of the first trails here, one of the first trails I rode, and this is the trail they race Session Series down, assuming it's the same as last year. We got drop shafts. This is only the temporary entrance. The new entrance is gonna be up there. Looks like they're building some sort of wood feature for it, but let's get into it. I quite like this trail. Ridden it a lot of times. These berms are flowing nice. That's cool. Oh yeah, these berms are good. That wasn't very good, but hey, can't win them all. That's actually fairly sizable of a drop there. A lot of line choices for this trail. One of my favorite parts of it is all the options. Little new jump up there. More highline options. That one's a little hard to get. Slipping and sliding around. I need to move my GoPro. Can't see anything. It's pretty sketchy. Oh. Well, one of my favorite trails is not open. 22 carat. I'll put a clip in somewhere. In my personal opinion, this drop is a lot scarier than the other option. I think I share that opinion. Oh, there's a lot of people. Yeah. Ow. This lower section is pretty cool though, I must say. That's a pretty blind gap right there. This ends the beginning, or at the end of the other trail. Come back onto drop shaft here. Come back with a nice step up. That one always trips me up. You can go way faster over all this stuff. I don't know it super well, so yeah. As I climb up, figured I'd make a little disclaimer that this video does not cover every inch of every trail of Virginia Canyon. It covers all the main ones. There are quite a few different options to get down. I am riding most of the much gnarlier options, but do remember that if you watch this video and think that some of this is above your pay grade, just know there's a lot of options. You can kind of weave your way down the mountain however you want and make it as hard or as difficult as you want. So with that being said, let's get up to Eureka. Hopping onto Eureka. Entrance is kind of weird right now, but pretty sure it's open. We're about to find out if I get permanently banned from the park. But this is Eureka, a blue flow trail. These corners are pretty good. This is cool. I'm liking this. So far, not much to it. Just kind of a flow trail, but hey, that never hurts. Little pedaling section. Definitely a little bit more meandery than the other trails I've ridden here. Definitely potential for a high line right there. Nice. That was cool. Little hip shark fin thing. Little bonk. Optional line. That was cool. Okay. I think. Not sure what you're supposed to do there. I think you're supposed to like jump into the corner, but I don't know. I think I know what would freak you out. So, nice thing that the builders here at Virginia Canyon have done to minimize user disagreements is they, at every trail intersection, have added a flyover instead of a crossing. And all the flyovers are sick, so I'm here for it. Usually flyovers suck, but these flyovers are all awesome. This trail's fun. Gonna be a good warm-up for Myers Flyers, the big trail that everybody's hooting about. I think I might go ride that next. All right. That was all of Eureka. With that being all of Eureka, that also wraps up all of the options off of the upper peak that can be accessed via Rosa Gulch Trail or the chairlift. Alrighty, now we're gonna ride to the Buttermilk Peak, which is the lower of the two peaks that has access to the trails that are not accessible via the chairlift. Taking morning star to climb up. We'll see how it is. All right, we've made it to the top of Buttermilk Peak. We've got expansive views out here. We got blue sky, there's Beardstadt, Grays and Torreys Peaks, Sawtooth Mountain. Very pretty. Nice little spot up here. Yeah, let's get into it on frickin' Myers Flyers. Only a single black, but I have been told it's pretty big from what I could see on the way up. It looks pretty large, so we'll see. These are some big berms. Whew. These berms are fucking huge, dude. Oh my gosh. Little case. Okay, they're not the poppiest jumps in the world. I'm not gonna lie. I am riding blind, so can't recommend that you ride this blind. These are fairly big. Wow. That was a really big shark fin. Back at it. Had to take a little break to decompress. I'm sure that could be sent way harder. Woo. Big sweeping jumps. Wow. I have no idea where this is going. Okay. I see. I understand. Yeah. Probably shouldn't be riding this blind. What's up with this? Oh yeah. A little drop. Nothing too major. Let's give this drop a whirl. Not too bad. Oh. I was under the impression that this did not go all the way to the bottom, but it does. All right. What the fuck? These are huge. Yo. I've arrived at a truck called Rock and Roll. Alrighty. Yeah, control your speed into this. Yeah, that's gnarly, dude. Oh my God, that was so scary. Oh, that was so scary. This one's actually kind of hairy. Okay. That still wasn't too terrible. I believe we just intersected on a county rock. Oh my gosh, that was so terrifying. Okay, well, that's the obnoxiously gnarly section of the Virginia Canyon Mountain Bike Park. So at least you guys understand that. Oh man, that was spooky. Wow. That was like Left Hand Canyon. Now we're gonna jump onto a trail called Hopper. You guys will be okay. Little chunk, starting it out. Holy highline. Little nose bonk. I like how they put in corners to shroud before every corner. I think that's pretty fun. I like shroud corners. That was cool. A lot of these are small, so I'm nose bonking them, but hey, it's better than no jumps. Holy gap. This is a nice cool down after that last trail. That last trail was kind of ran for all I got, so mentally at least. Oh, a sneaky highline. You're probably not supposed to do that, but hey. These berms are banging though. Not gonna lie. A little bar hump for the road. What can I say? You know? Yeah, these jumps are pretty, nothing major, but they're pretty cool. Oh, I see. This part's like a mini version of drop shaft, which is just to my left. Alrighty. So we are not riding this section of drop shaft so that I can display some of the optional lines down towards the hub. So fortunately, a very small section of drop shaft won't be ridden, but I'm sure you could find a video of that somewhere. Oh shit. I see why. Oh no. I was wondering why my chain was so loud. I understand now. I lost my chain stay protector somewhere there. So, from the hub, there's a few options. There's a normal easy way to get back on a drop shaft. There's a small drop into a bit of a steep thingy, and then there is this. So this is the hardest way to get down. This is called Fire in the Hole. Let's see, let's get into it. Never ridden this before. This is already pretty hairy. Don't have a chainstay protector, which is kind of gay, but so the bike's a little loud today. I'm not sure how to set up for this, so I'm gonna turn around right here and then send it. Now this one is directly under the Argo lift, so that's encouraging, I'm sure. If you crash, everybody gets to see your literal death. But hey, let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, clip in. Oh. Yeah, that ain't shit. I won't lie. That's pretty easy. I didn't realize how well you could control your speed down that. Yeah, nah, that ain't bad. Especially onto that big wooden platform. That's fine. That's fine, actually. Now, we're on to the bottom half of drop shaft. There's where Myers Flyers and County Rock comes out. But yeah, so wrapping up the tour, I'll give you my thoughts on the place. Honestly, I don't want to, this might be a little blasphemous, but this place, in my personal opinion, might be a little better than Trestle. Just because it's got a little more variety. It doesn't quite have a raw feel, but I'd say it's definitely more raw than Trestle is. Don't expect, you know, left-hand canyon levels, but this place is still definitely pretty raw. As far as I know, there's no hand-built techiness, but except for the, I think the more techie trails that are a little steeper, the more free-ridey johns are actually hand-built, which is pretty cool. But other than that, I'm not sure if anything else is hand-built. This is a fun extra credit line. Kills all your speed for this jump though, or a shark fin. Yeah, here's the section with two options. You can do Ore Pass, or you can stay on drop shaft. Personally, I would stay on drop shaft so that you can get this little canyon run in, but hey, you do you, boo-boo. Whoa, pay attention. Yeah, don't forget to pay attention when you ride here. This place has its fair share of things that will trip you up. These jumps at the bottom don't really work though. Got a mean flat on this section once. A little suey. end it off with a little corkscrew. So, that is a complete tour, or at least semi-complete tour, of the Virginia Canyon Park. Thank you for your work. Well, I'm glad that if you made it this far in the video, I'm glad that you came to watch. Stoked for the park to fully open, and I'll see you guys when it opens, I guess. Pull up May 9th. Hell yeah.